Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dr. Wu slash Mechanic Toys, I believe. Yeah, Mechanic Toys. Giant Axe, which is their take on a broadside, G1 broadside. I believe this is the animation slash cartoon version, I want to say, because he has an actual face. They did do 3 versions. I believe it was toy version, animation version, and shattered glass version. The toy version I'm pretty sure sold out right away, and then there was this one and then the shattered glass one. So taking a quick look at the box here, we got some nice artwork there, some nice line art in the back, and again there's the Mechanic Toys logo. And this is also Dr. Wu. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. There it is. There's the Dr. Wu logo. You know, warning labels and whatnot. Got purchase sticker. Got more of the artwork. Just the giant axe and more of that line work. And then we do have our product shots on the back. And as you can see, he is a proper triple changer, as broadside is supposed to be. So that's neat. We also get a nice little collector card with that artwork there, and then some product shots and stuff on the back. I do believe that is a little bio there. It's kind of hard to read, but that is a bio there. Oh, and of course that one was actually my fault. I totally hit him in the face. Stand up, darn you. And of course we do get our lovely instruction booklet, and he actually does have quite a few steps, mainly because he is a triple changer. But there's that. And we do get one other goodie, and it's this sprue of planes, which I did not realize at first, but I did see another review that explained that these are actually the aerial bots. I was not aware. And if you take a close look, you can definitely see, like, that's Silverbolt. I think that one's Slingshot. I'm not entirely sure with their jet silhouettes, but yeah, these are the aerial bots, which is cool. These do not like hook on to the figure in any way, and they are very tiny, so I'm probably just gonna leave them on the sprue. But hey, this is the thing that comes with it if you are interested in that. I think that's at least a neat little inclusion. So yeah, there's all that. And moving on to the figure himself, here he is. He does come with a blaster rifle and this giant axe. I don't know if he had an axe in the TV show or not. I do not remember. It's been a while since I watched the full G1 cartoon. So I probably need to go back and do that again. But yeah, G1 broadside is probably the least known of the original combiners. And at the moment, this is literally the only broadside I have. So, yeah, he's a decent little figure. Does have some nice detailing going on. And you can see he's got some little missiles here on his back. And these do just plug in. They do come off. You can move them around if you so choose. He's got thruster toes, which honestly I think look a little funny, but hey, it's a thing. And for the face, he's got red paint with some blue eyes and a very light gray for the head. And if we take these weapons out of his hands, he does actually have opening fingers, so that's nice. I think you can store these, well, basically I think just here on the back where the missiles are right now, and I'm not entirely sure. I think there are like ports to store them in the other modes, but they just stick out very awkwardly. But yeah, I don't think there's anywhere else here to plug these on. But yeah, you at least do have storage on his back if you so choose to use it. Gonna go ahead and take these off. We'll do a couple of quick comparisons here for the robot mode. So it's here's a mainline deluxe Cybertron Hotshot. So there is that. Here is a Dr. Wu Nemesis Prime. Give you an idea of how they stack up compared to the usual fare. And then there he is next to a Voyager in Soundwave. So yeah. But I think that's... Oh wait, no, we do still have something more to talk about. We got to talk about that articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, and it does get plenty of movement, thankfully. You can 360 spin. The shoulders are on ball joints that are also on a hinge, so you get lots of movement. You can get full 360 as long as you account for that collision. You do get double jointed elbows thanks to transformation. You do get a little bit of an ab crunch. Lift the skirt up, you can kick that far forward. And if we move this back skirt, you can kick that far back. We do have a smidge under 90 at the knee. Close this back up. These actually do peg in to hold the waist in place. And then we do get some ankle tilts. And you do get kind of a little bit of up and down at the toe, but that's more of a transformation joint. And there's supposed to be this thing holding it in, but if you wiggle it around enough, it actually starts to move out of place. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's nothing at the wrist. I already mentioned the fingers. Oh, yeah, we do get a 360 at the waist. Do get that thigh swivel and bicep swivel. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, yeah, and these are on a swivel and a hinge, so you can kind of move those around if you want. You are, like, technically supposed to, like, tab these onto the sides of his legs, but that locks the ankle in place, kind of. So I usually leave them out to the side a little bit like you see here, just to make sure that that ankle has that mobility. But yeah, alright, I think that's it for the robot mode. So, let's transform him into his airship carrier. So, first things first, we do want to open these arms here, like this. This one we're going to bring around, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to open on this side too. Yeah, right. Bring the fist up. Then you want to fold the fist in and then close that back, but we are gonna leave this open. Same on this side. And yeah, this little gun piece here on his arm does fall off pretty easily. It just sort of is on a couple of little pegs, but they just don't hold as well as they should. But this, we fold this in. I think this one we do actually want to close back up. Yep, see, fell off again. Just honestly, after this review I might put that into a little baggie. I'm not sure. Probably should just glue it on actually, because it doesn't actually need to move or anything. Anyway, see, and then we want to open up his chest, and we do want to sort of bring his backpack up. We do want to open up these, fold them up, bring this whole thing down. You want to bring these together. There's a little tab right here that'll hold them together. Fold these pieces out to the side, straighten out this double hinge right here, and then I think for this mode, yeah, we just want to bring these up on their hinges and ball joints like so, and then I think we rotate these around. Yep. Okay, yeah, you're just coming off to the side. And then we want to put this little peg in this little notch. And the same oh, nope. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. I'm getting my modes mixed up. I'm going to bring this arms up like this. Then this. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I do want to bring these around, because there's another notch on this side. So it's just folding them down the wrong way. Bring this one over, get that tabbed in. There we go. You want to leave this open and turn his head around just so it's not as obvious that it's just hanging out there. And then there's this little tab that'll go into this little notch here. And actually, before we do that, you gotta have this extended, and you're gonna get this little armature in this little gap here. So do that and that. Then we bring this whole thing down. Want to straighten this out like so, like so, and then this. I believe there's a little notch right here. This will clip into. And then you can bring this up for a little tower, and we fold this piece over to close up that gap. Now, I do think I actually need to close that back up. As for this, let's see, we want to fold these pieces out. We are going to tab those little wings, and then do need to open up this, and then we bring this down. There's a little double hinge. Bring this forward, and then we close this up around the legs like so. We want to open this up. Bring this up on that double hinge, like so. Close that back up. I think I need to lift this just to make sure this gets underneath there. Yeah. Do need to make sure there's a little notch here that will go into the crotch piece here. That, and I think, yeah, do need to rotate the waist, which you have to unpeg both of the skirt pieces, and then you rotate it around, and then it'll tab back in. As you can see, there's sort of a shaped groove there for it now. I want to put this side down too. And then this, I feel like I'm missing part of something, but don't entirely know what it is. Oh, there we go. I'm going to fold these sort of toes in, like so, and bring these down. And now we want to take the whole waist still tabbed in, rotate it back around so that the thrusters are on the bottom side. Now these two tabs up here are going to go underneath and tab in like so. This came undone, so we just want to fix that. Bring that up again. Everything is all set here. And then as far as the missiles, you can plug them up here like they were before, or you can tab them onto the sides here like so. Again, the weapons have the same ports, but again, it does look really weird, but it's at least an option, a thing you can do. But yeah, there we have him in his aircraft carrier mode. And that's a nice little mode. I mean, you know, it's kind of weird to see all that red there, and there are little hints of colors there on the underside. And again, totally visible head syndrome, just turn it around just to make it a little less obvious, but it's still there. But I do like that they put the little air tower there, and the little gun thingy does keep falling off, but that would normally be here. And it doesn't really matter because like it's facing inward, it can't come out and face out this way, so kind of whatever there. But yeah, overall it's a nice little mode, holds together pretty solidly, and I will always advocate for more boat transformers. We need more boats, more ships, more sea stuff. But let's do some comparisons here. Here we have him next to B-127 for a deluxe. Well, it's kind of a ship. You got him next to a space shuttle, which is kind of a ship, for Titan's Return Astro Train. Retro review coming in. So there are a couple comparisons there. And I think that's pretty much it for this mode in particular. So let's go ahead and move on to his next mode, the big jet thingamabob. So first things first, we want to fold down a little air tower, and we are going to pull up this little panel again. Going to pull this up, and we can just sort of untab this and get these arms separated back here. And then we want to bring this out. Just kind of fold that arm together again. Now we're going to rotate this arm back this way and tab it in the way I thought I was supposed to the last time. Close this up, bring this in. I believe we just want to fold these up like they were before. Gonna untab this, and then gonna untab this. You can see there's little sliders here, and you want to bring them all the way out like so. And then for now we're just going to leave that, but going to come here and open up the chest again like I thought I was supposed to do last time. Open up, see, oh yeah, bring these out to the side. And then we want to bring this whole assembly up and make sure I'm doing this right. Going to do, I'm not missing anything there. Do want to fold this piece out here like so, bring this down, and then do you believe, okay, yeah, we want to sort of fold this so that it's flat out on this piece, and then we can rotate that head around again, and it'll just sort of tuck underneath there. Then you want to bring this sort of cockpit piece here, and then you're going to fold this little piece down, and it'll tab in to lock that in place. Then we want to bring these arms, make sure that stays tabbed together. Bring these arms around, and now I'm going to start drawing a blank. Do you think we need to rotate this around again though? No, we do not want to for that part. Okay, I do think oh yeah, I'm drawing a total blank all of a sudden. And give me 1 second. When in doubt, take a quick look at the box. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Does that? Okay. We want to fold these arms in on these panels, not fold the panels out. So we want to make sure this panel faces inward. So we're going to bring these around. Tuck that in. There we go. Bring these together, and we can close this up over them, sort of. Hold on. Doesn't like me doing this for some reason. Oh, okay. There. These little pieces right here need to fold down so that these have enough room to scoop back so that the nose cone can come forward. Then we close this, and this little slot here is going to go onto this little tab on the end of the cockpit. Like that. There we go. We want to bring these fins up, and we want to fold down the side pieces of them. Bring this up, fold it down. There's that. Then this whole bit. Come on. Yeah, these line thingies are gonna tab into these slots. Man, my brain has stopped working. It's kind of late, so. Then these little posts are gonna go into these little holes right here on the legs. Before we do that, we do want to flip out these little landing gears. And we can just put that there like that. Then we can flip out this little landing gear here. And I do believe that's the whole shebang for that. Yeah, it is a little bit of a weird looking plane, but I mean, anybody who knows anything about broadside already understands that he's going to be a weird looking plane. Again, you can take the missiles and put them here on the end of the wings, like so. Or they just won't stay in for some reason. Yeah, there it goes. There we go. So there's that. I don't know why that one doesn't want to hold. Can also put it on the underside because these ports are still here. Probably work better at this point if I just put them both under there. Hey, come back here. Then, yeah, finally bothered to put this piece back on, like, right there. And then, yeah, again, you can tab the weapons onto these slots. It'll look super weird, but you can do it. Might help if I line it up properly. There we go. So yeah, there's your weapon storage. And I don't think he's blast compatible, but I totally forgot to check that earlier. Not really. Kinda. I mean, they at least fit in there. Actually, that one fits a little better. Now I gotta go grab that because it went flying. It's under the table. Oh, sorry, bumping into you guys here. But there we have our jet mode, heavy quotations. And we'll do some comparisons here. Here he is with a generic Seeker. Definitely has a bigger wingspan. So, and then don't really we'll just bring in Astro Train again, just to see him next to a different triple changer. But yeah, overall, I do think this is a nice figure. The weapons in the alt modes do look absolutely ridiculous, but hey, you know, that's true for plenty of other figures too. It's not exclusive to him. The jet mode is as horrible as you would expect, considering his other modes, but you know, hey, that is nothing new either. Overall, it is a pretty good figure. Aside from this piece just constantly falling off, which again, I'm probably just going to glue that in place. It doesn't really need to move for anything. Everything, you know, holds together pretty well. I do like the little missiles. I'm glad that those are included. And overall, he is kind of fun to flip back and forth. And I hope to get more broadsides in the future. But yeah, overall, a decent figure. I definitely would have to say my favorite mode is probably the robot mode, but I do also really like the what's it called? The ship, the aircraft carrier. Words. Like I said, it's late. But yeah, obviously, you know, like I've mentioned before, everybody knows that that jet mode is definitely, you know, where all the sacrifices are made for this guy. But overall, still a cool figure. I'm certainly happy to have it in my collection. And yeah, I think overall I would recommend it. But yeah, that's about it for this review in particular. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this review up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.